Hello, I am the Ronin Pawn, and welcome to the Clustertruck Speedrunning Tournament 2021, race day number, I've lost track, 5? We on 5, AJ?
I have no idea anymore.
I'm sat here with
22?
AJ213, neither of us knows how to do our jobs, so welcome. But we do have a number of whiteboard pencils. Have you drawn anything for us today? I was just watching back the race day
yet.
2
Not
where you
yet.
sang us out with Happy Birthday. That was a good
one. I don't have anything drawn. I'll make sure to make it happen, though. I'll make sure to make it happen. So we have a race today, Ronan. I believe we do.
Oh, really? I was just going to talk about Factorio. So. Man, I've been playing a lot of Factorio lately, and Factorio. First train line, oil, Factorio. I killed some bugs, Factorio.
Belts? Inserters?
Welcome to the race, everybody. Today we're going to be watching, we've got 2 races lined up for you. First, we're going to be starting with, who is it? It's down there. So Jfred and Noahkra. Noah, the organizer of this event, coming up for his 2nd race, and in fact, in a row, managed to, against all of the odds and all of the money that was bet on him in chat, end up in the lower bracket and be competing with Jfred today for, I believe, our first race from the lower bracket. So that's very interesting. And then coming up afterwards, we've got Trixie and who is it, AJ? It's in the title of the live stream. Jax, that's right. Jax and Trixie. And what are they going to be running? Do you know what category those 2 runners will be doing?
Oh,
I don't. Neither of us.
I believe they're going to be doing TruckFlip. So
our first TruckFlip? We're going to get our first TruckFlip category today. Yay! All right.
It's going to be interesting.
I won't be able to commentate that at all. I don't even know what it's supposed to look like. Cool. But so, yeah, a lot of money was bet on Noahkra in our last race and was lost. But he has requested that everybody bet on him again. Now, we've got betting open in chat right now. It's not betting, technically. Money. Just like loot boxes aren't betting. That's not what we're doing in chat over here. It's channel points. It's not money. We just call it money because you can redeem it for money with certain gangsters down by the docks. But it doesn't matter. How
do you think I feed my children?
Jesus, you're young for having kids. You got started early. What are our predictions for this race right now? Do you have any idea who the community is favoring in this race coming up, AJ?
So definitely Noah, but you never really know. Especially like last time. Jfred, by the if you remember, he was in the last race. Who was he against last time? Do you remember? Wait, was this is not his first race? I'm pretty sure he's not.
No, yeah. I remember...
No, it's Cerastus, right?
And Cerastus has left the tournament. It's a long tournament, and so, there's a lot of things that can happen, but Cerastus has decided to resign from the tournament for now, which means that somebody moved immediately on to somewhere in the bracket. If I could find in the bracketing here. By the way, it's on challenge.com. But Cerastus and Mattermaker gets the instant win because their competitor has fallen back in the race. That's how the Swiss tournament bracket works. So we've got people moving into round 3 of the tournament already, and today we're going to be making a decision. We're going to find out who's going to move on to round 3 of this tournament in the upper bracket. Right? No, in the lower between Noah and then in the upper between Triximix and Jax. Yes. Okay. Now I've got the premise anyway. Between Noah and Jfred and Triximix and Jax. There's too many damn names, and they're not like, Ted and Steve and Dave and Bob. It's a lot.
I mean, Noah's pretty similar.
But that being the case, we know these runners. We know what they're going to do. I see no reason why we can't just jump into the race if we wanted to. Hey, my buttons are working. I can switch scenes. Well, just press it. So, AJ, at your discretion with starting up the race, you give us a countdown, and I will start the timer.
All right. Oh, maybe I should stop doing my bad timer. Okay. I will start the countdown. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Ooh.
And now
And we're off and away into Desert World. No utility percent. So both of these runners have levitation, no portable trucks. And we know that Noah is very strong in this category. This is his favored category. Loves the movement with the addition of, oh my god, look at that, a 5.713. That's the kind of thing we're going to be seeing from Noahkra throughout this race, because it's just what he likes to do. This is his category.
But at the same time, how will the late game go? At least that's what happened last time. Like, he had a really strong early game last time. Really, really good. But will it last the entire race? We'll see.
Ooh, I kind of missed how he did that 1-6. He just take a nose grind to get up and over the wall and then lev in? Because I saw him lev in over the wall.
I kind of missed it too. But
Getting a little bit stuck up. Ooh, Noah taking his first death there in 1-8, is it? Just at the end of this one. Don't expect to see that, but those trucks can sort of headbutt you when you're running toward the goal at the end of 1-8. There's a pretty consistent timing on them, but it's very easy to get out of sequence with, which ones you want to hit, especially when you're trying to go as fast as Noah is here. Trying to recover from all of the bookies who gave him some phone calls and said, "What are you doing? My odds are totally screwed up here. I had to pay out so many people."
Oh.
So Noah's moved through into Forest World. Well, Jfred is just coming into the end of 110 now. Ooh, having a little trouble on 110, getting caught on the backs of some trucks as they're getting knocked around by these rubber baby bubby bouncers. That's what I like to call him. Just a little bit of levitation used well, gets him to goal, and he's into World 2 as well. Forest going through the, Noah going through the placard level in Forest now. Back and forth, left and right, 8.6 seconds out of there. Pure movement, hard to do, my god.
Jfred's slowly taking it in, but not dying.
Man, that 2-5 method, too, that Noah just pulled out. That's the second time I've seen a runner bring that in that method, just getting a whole bunch of speed, jumping out to the right really early in that level, and then just levitating all the way to goal. There is somewhat of a high death plane on 2-5. It's not that high, but whenever I see that, I'm like, ooh, I just feel like they're dragging their toes in the waters of death beneath them. Jfred now in the placard level that we saw Noah cruise through in 8-point-some seconds like a boss, coming out with a more reasonable and 9.4. That's more like what you'd probably see me doing. Wow, Noah getting all the speed and then just going straight to goal on 2-9 for a sub-10 second. I thought it was a sub-10, but my eyes didn't grab it.
Too fast.
Wow, that was a very tight little 210 there for Noah. Things could have gone wrong with the way that he ground off of those trucks, but that's the virtue of having levitation in the no utility category is if you got good movement. Whoa, Jfred, that's a lot of levitation it took to get here. Has he got enough to get to goal? Just enough to finish that out for a 2-7 clear. But yeah, the levitation, you got good movement and then you add some levitation to it, you can just go faster because you've got basically a backup plan, Yeah, good movement, a good plan to start with, a sort of a no ability percent category type of a method, and then you add a little bit of levitation to it. It's just confidence that you're not going to die trying to go for a really fast method.
Spicy no ability. That's what you do.
Jfred now into 210, coming up this hill. This is a very scary level no matter what category you're in. With the PTBs of any percent, it can be hard to get what you want off of the back wall, and noAtility, this is just a hell of a mess. But even in noUtility with the levitation, just trying to get up that hill and over it without taking at least one death, I'd say the average there is at least one death.
Even at 90%.
And Noah's doing 310 with massive speed now, just gets to the outside and levs all the way into goal for an 11.8 second time. Man, I'm still not used to seeing these, oh, I'm about a third of the way through the level, so I guess I'll just jump out to the outside of it and finish it by levitating my way in. Just makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong and when I'm playing.
Oh! The game? I don't want to play it.
Noah falls off of the edge of that end of that 2-2. Had all the speed, but just I think the game just ate one of his jumps, which can happen. Oh, with the levitation, just dragging his toes along the ground. I guess he wanted, to file his toenails there. But he makes it out of 2-3 with a good speed on the second attempt.
Why do you even die if you touch the ground? I wonder what's the ground containing. Like uranium? Is it just radioactive? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
I wonder if they consider, there's so many games that are like, this. I wonder how many game developers have considered the title for their game, The Floor is Hot Lava. Because, we all know that game, and it communicates exactly what's going on in so many games that are like this one.
Oh! The laser.
Yeah, super fast 4.6, just get all the speed and get underneath everything. But we've got Jfred in 310 here, and 310, like 210, is another one where even with all the abilities, it's hard to move through here with a good set of speed. These, whoa, these obstacles, he manages everything great and then just falls off the truck to the left, but these obstacles are just so crammed next to one another in this level, it's very, very difficult to play this. This is one of the levels that you will be stuck on for a very long time playing this game for the first time as a casual player. But Jfred, I think on attempt 3, managing to push it out through there. Noah
Is Noah gonna make 4.9?
in 4.8. He's trying to do a little bit of a method here to nose grind, get a pop that sends him up and over everything, but if he doesn't get it, it's very hard to back this up. You can jump over these streams of lasers that are going past you, but you have to be at the very top of your jump arc, and it's really easy to miss it. So Noah just going for the backup there and bringing it in casually after a couple of failed attempts on a faster 4.8. The smarter thing to do with 4.8. Whenever I run it, I just have a primary method. If it doesn't work out, I've actually built very specifically a backup method so that I can try the primary. If it fails, I know which truck to land on to be able to recover it and move out safely.
I get very disappointed if I have to do a backup method, though, Ronan. I gotta be honest. It's not fun.
Well, that's the thing is, you're a primary any percent runner. I'm a primary noAtility percent runner, which means my game is 90% backups. Your game is 90% primary strats.
Like, sometimes the backup strats are waiting. Like, I can't wait longer than a couple seconds. Or a second.
Jfred moving through the middle of laser now, actually coming into 4.8, coming into the end of laser. This 4.8 level, this is the one where, taking a death there. On different runners' games, it will run differently based on the frequency of your monitor's refresh rate. So if you're running this level at 60 hertz, you're going to get a different sequence of lasers and a different timing to them than if you're running at 90. Wow, Noah again just dragging his toenails across the bottom of 5.7 to come out of that one with all the speed.
He also, if you didn't notice, got a haircut from the lasers in the previous world. So, got both done.
Both ends. Alright, I'm curious to see Noah's 5.10 here with the levitation. Gets a bunch of speed. He's going to have to touch down here, but he touches the back truck, uses the corner skip, I guess you could call it, just cutting the corner off. And this goal plane goes very, very low on that level, so you can come in real low on the side of it and still be able to hit it.
No, Jfred.
Jfred holding it together on that 5-1. Just barely.
Doing the dance to survive.
And what's Noah's time here? A 20.7 seconds out of 6-1. I guess that's something more to be expected in noUtility, but whenever I see something sub 21, I go, wow. So, wow.
Wow.
Wow, man. Trippy, you seeing these trucks? It's like they're all, oh my god, they're flying up on Jfred's screen. This is like crazy. Why are they doing that?
Whoa, no, went through the pillar. Whoa.
Oh, Jfred getting the pop at the end of this level. You got to get down to hit that goal cube. That could be a real, like, annoyance, a real pisser. You get the pop right at the end of the level, and then you got to hang in midair for 9 seconds waiting to come down just to clear the level.
That's when you tear up your parachute. Oh! No, I got the 6-7 first try. At least I think he did, right?
I was scrolling chat, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he did, and he was talking about that early because I was criticizing all of the runners in the previous runs about going for the between the bars on 6-7. So before we got started, Noah was practicing that, and he says, I'm gonna show the world that I can do 6-7 in one try through the bars. And then he did, which just, I don't know. It would have been a better story if he didn't, right?
They could make fun of him more.
So Noah moving into sci-fi while Jfred is clearing out medieval world here. Coming into the final. 5-10. I'm always interested to see 5-10. It's another one that can mess you up. Jfred taking a little push from the poppers on the side there. He's going to cut the corner with the levitation. Wants to touch down on one more truck. Get a little bit of speed and some hop. And then with proper use of the levitation, no problem getting into those low on the side goal planes.
Goal planes. You know, here, think about it. Why are there a bunch of goal planes in the first place? Like, why are these giant boxes that say goal? Like, where's the player actually going? Like, to their death? It's just off the cliff, usually.
Well, we're going to hell. You want to get into the deep lore of Clustertruck here?
Oh,
I believe that this is a game that's got a messianic complex. You are a Christ-like figure, and you are traveling with these trucks that are on their way to hell to suffer for eternity, to do what Jesus did, which is go down to hell and unlock the gates and free all of the trucks from the evil Cluster Satan. Which is why I believe that we need a Clustertruck 2, a sequel to this game, in which because at the end of this one you kill Cluster Satan, in which you travel not down but up, and then you go and kill Cluster God, just to even things out, you know? It's just, we gotta have the lore.
So like most of the levels are actually going up, and like instead of behind the goals, like actually like a staircase going upwards.
Hey. No staircase.
Okay.
And he's climbing staircase to heaven. So we've got...
I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah. Noah moving through this one with, using the levitation in order to skip one of these platforms entirely. Getting hit by this blower. Longest level in the game. Let's see how long it takes him to get out. Well, if he takes a death in the longest level of the game, then it's going to take longer to get... That's how time works, kids. But that is, you know, I very much feel that the only reason that any speedrunner ever takes a death on 7-8, it's a very, like, there's not a lot of RNG going on here. But it just comes down to the intimidation factor of 7-8. You know that you're in a level that can take anywhere between 30 and 40 seconds to clear when you're going the fastest that you possibly can. Interesting move from Jfred here. Hang on, coming through 7-1 via a different route than I've ever seen a runner take. Ran to the front and then, you know, went out to the right and used levitation to get there. Very curious.
At least he's
But
doing
to
something.
finish the thought that I was saying before, I would need to remember what I was saying before. Noahkra taking a death on 7-9 right at the end of the level. Just looking for a great big old mega jump here, and then he's going to lev, try and get past this pillar at the end, get blown up by the popper, and then blown in. Yeah, 7-8, I think the reason why we ever see runners take a death there is just the intimidation of such a long level where you know if you die near the end, you're losing, 25 to 30 seconds. And so it just kind of, it makes you question your ability to not take the death.
And also, there's the fact that you don't want to wait, and so, you got to skip the level, right? And then die.
So Noah is now into Ancient World here, and 8-3 is a very difficult level no matter what your package of abilities is. We've got levitation here, but let's see how he uses it to try and clear this level, because it's very easy to bonk your head on any of these pipes. Does a little slow down grind against the left truck there to give himself the height to go up and over the last pipes. That is a good, safe way of getting that done.
Well,
and what is Jfred doing right here? This is, again, maybe I'm just unfamiliar with the noUtility tactics, but man, his jump out was in a place that I'm just not familiar with. It seemed like he jumped out, again, in 7-1, he jumped out at a place I wasn't expecting. Did the same thing there in 7-6, or whatever the hell that level's number is.
I mean, at the end of the day, it works. It's a bit slower, but he still makes it in.
And Noah getting a little bit out of sequence with these trucks that are flipping up here. Oh, I see. He was looking for an extra little bounce from it. If he can stay above this, then he can hit the goal from the bottom of that level on 8-6. I wonder if that... It looks like after the death that he took, or he didn't take a death, he just reset it immediately. Like, that's what he was looking for. He's looking for exactly that. Oh my God, he's getting a mess on this level of the RNG. This is the level where the trucks are salmon swimming upstream. Lot of RNG. Noah trying to pull it back, but just having the trucks sweeping back left and forth right out from underneath him. And it is up to the level RNG. We'll see in this seed. Look, they barely swept off one side or the other. Wow. Some bad RNG for Noah in the late game there. I wonder if he is, if he's got the other runners' feed up, if he's watching in Discord with us right now, because I remember at the end of the last race he said, I'm probably just going to turn it off and run my own game next time. And if he has done that, then as he's moving into the later levels here, he might not know how ahead he is, and might be feeling the pressure that isn't there. Oh, that 8-8! I was starting to worry that he wasn't going to have the levitation at the very end, especially with that little turn back that he did.
It's funny because he was bragging about how he got so much speed once that he had a bunch of levitation at the end.
And Jfred taking a death here at the beginning of World 8. This shows you just like how long these later levels, these later worlds rather in the game are. That it wasn't but a moment ago that we had these runners in two different worlds, and now we've got Jfred in 8-3, while Noah is in 8-10. We've got just a 7-level difference where a moment ago it was a lot less. Noah going under, grabbing the gears on the left and getting thrown to the goal. I wonder if that's an intentional or a backup method. I don't know what he usually tries for on noUtility, but I heard you gasp, so I'm pretty sure he took a death, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to stop talking and actually watch these runners, and those are the worst times.
Crazy.
So Noah's into hell now as Jfred is fighting the RNG in the middle of World 8. See what kind of luck he has with that as Noah pushes through and looks for a little bit of luck on 9-3. Just gonna wait on this truck. That's 9-3, especially if you've got the lead, is one where you don't want to waste your time trying to push through for the fastest times. He still comes out with a sub 17-second clear on that, and he just had to wait for a moment on one truck. Those crucifixes that are swinging back and forth upside down like, they have random timing and can give you a fair bit of trouble. Coming into 9-5 now, he's getting a lot of speed. He lost a little bit of speed. He caught a touch from that last truck. I think he was going for some kind of like an 11-second clear and still came out with a sub 14. All impressive, no matter what category you're running.
Now it's on to 9-7. Don't look, Ronan.
I wonder, just watching these runners have to contend with 9-7, it's a mixture because, like, I see 9-7 and I'm immediately angry at it. Noah taking a death because the jump just didn't come in. It looked like he had all the speed that he needed. Any jump that he got off of that truck was going to send him to that truck, but it just didn't. Why? Because 9-7, and that's the only explanation this level has for itself, is because 9-7. So I feel like watching other people running through 9-7, it's a mixture because there's a part of me that's like, okay, it's not just me, 9-7 is truly atrocious, and it's hard when you're just like looking at other speedrunners' runs, you see their best, you see when they didn't have to struggle with 9-7, when they got it on the first clear. Seeing in a competitive environment like this, people, have the difficulties has helped me feel like, okay, I can come back and start running again knowing that it's not just me. But at the same time, every time I see 9-7, it's a reason to not to not play the game, because then I don't have to deal with 9-7.
Jfred coming into hell after a smooth 8-10. Talking about your topic though, Noah coming into 9-10.
Yeah, we've got Noah into 9-10, going for the pause bounce method. And he's got it on the third try. He's up in the air. Now he's just got to hit this button. It's a lot easier to hit it. It's a lot easier to hit it with the lev because you can control the height at which you come into it, but he doesn't hit it from the side, which means that the game doesn't end. Looks like he's going to go for the backup here just to clear it out. So he's levitating into Satan's armpit. He got a corner bounce off of that, which is not really something that you want to happen here. He's got it, though.
Anyways, he finished at 20.
Making that just look really, really stressful in the way that he did that. Like, it's nice that you get those bounces. It sends you there faster, obviously, but it's so dangerous on that climb with everything sliding around. When you get those, it's just like, I'm getting out of control, and he was out of control on the last two jumps there and managed to make it work. And came in as the winner of this competition. He'll be moving on to round 3 in the lower bracket.
Yeah.
What were you going to say before Noah decided to make my heart jump on 9-10 a couple of times?
So I was going to say that in a way, so one thing that's common, that people say is like the social media, right? Instagram, where you only see the best of people, right? And that's kind of like toxic to people's mind, and they think, oh, wow, I'm missing out. And speedrunning is a little bit the same because people only post their best runs and their successful attempts. And so you don't see the, I guess, hundreds of hours of work they put. They only see their best. And so it can be mentally straining, I guess, to see everyone succeed what seems first try.
Yeah, as a fellow runner. And it's just, for me personally, it's been that way when I was, I've been grinding, or I was, until we started this competition, grinding for second place noAtility, and it was just really deflating and defeating that I'd see, all of these runs that are being submitted by top runners, that they're just walking into 9-10, getting the pause bounce, first try, hello, Jfred, coming back on 9-7, saving it, and pushing it into goal. Very nice recovery from Jfred there. But yeah, always seeing them come in, first try it, boom, I'm in, and then meanwhile, I'm getting like dozens of runs where I'm coming with 50 seconds of time save that all die on 9-7, just waiting for it to give me a chance to get through. So having an event like this where we get to see people compete, live, and it's not just their best run, it's the best run they can put in right now, given the random qualities of the game that they happen to be getting, has made me feel a lot better and a lot more like, there ain't nothing wrong with me. These levels do suck. Jfred now coming into 9-10. See what method he's going to go for. So he's not going for the pause bounce, but he could be going for arm skip. Not going for arm skip either. Just going to go up the conventional method here, which is not easy to do. I'm curious to see if he gets here. It looks like he's going to spawn the 17-second drop. He's touching the arm at 17 seconds, so he's got the fastest drop that you possibly can get doing this method. Turning to the right and moving along these trucks. Again, these trucks move as though they're covered in ice whenever you touch down on them, so if you're not careful, you will just start slipping and sliding. He's got a big up. He's going to come down and lev into the side of the goal, and that's a clear with 24:07 or so on the time. Stop the timer. That's a race.
Okay, that was interesting. I've never seen a drop like that for 910.
Yeah, that was a fun run. It actually looked very much like, we've seen so many races recently. Who was it? Was it, Lexi? I think it was Lexi who came into the final button press and just ran straight for the goal, had the levitation, just whoop, boom, went right into it. I'm like, oh, that looks so cool. So this was basically that, but with a stop, pause, collect myself, move in, and then dump that levitation to make sure that I hit the button from the side. That was very nice.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. And actually, we have them here right now, unmuted, and...
Oh, I don't want to talk to these people.
How was it? Oh, you don't? Okay. Sorry. Bye-bye, everyone. We're not in the mood.
No. You can go ahead, AJ. I'll just be in the other room.
Okay. Jfred, right? How was that? How'd you feel about that? What's your emotions? Hello?
Hello?
You're unmuted now, Jay.
So I hated this run. Even for me, that was terrible. I wasn't expecting this. My strat depended on going for the safe strats and not dying, but I choked on the safe strats. So yeah.
I'm trying to think what was an example of you did choke.
Yeah, it didn't feel like you got hung up anywhere for a long time though. I mean, maybe 2 or 3 deaths, like 3 death maximum on any individual level. I'm surprised to hear you say that because it seemed like a pretty competent run to me.
I died to a lot of levels. I feel like even when I was not dying, I feel like I was slower than usual.
What is your PB in noUtility?
I actually don't have a PB. I don't have a noUtility or noAbility full life split recorded run. So this is PB, I guess.
Do you have an any percent?
In any percent, in the last match I PB'd with 24 minutes and 3 seconds or something like that.
I think you got around the same time.
Yeah, this is in noUtility. I'm pretty sure you just put in like a 24-minute and 7-second run, so maybe it felt worse than it was because I'm telling you, like this didn't look like a particularly bad run for any runner. You might have done better, you know. You, in a competition and stuff like that, you're a little bit more critical of yourself and stuff, so I get it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're only like 5 levels behind Noah. Noah finished, I think. So, speaking of Noah, how is Noah doing?
Hello, it's I've concluded that 4-9 is my racing kryptonite.
4-9, the big jump
4-9.
from the with the lasers that are passing on the right and the line of trucks there. Yeah, 3 attempts I think this time, and on the last one you just backed off of it.
Yeah, it wouldn't give me the mega jump, so I was like, well, fuck it, I'll just do it normally.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
for
at least
me,
I redeemed myself on 6-7.
Yes, you did. You passed right through those bars without any problem. Yeah, that 4-9 for me, I just feel like there's... Do you have trouble with that mega jump? Because I certainly do. Most of the time, I don't get it.
4-9 has literally never been a problem level for me, and now in the tournament, it's like just sticking its middle fingers up to me for some reason.
Well, having, like, being a speedrunner, I guarantee you now, Noahkra, for the next 3 months, 4-9 will be a problem for you. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Levels that you never had a problem with just suddenly become a problem, and it's like, I don't know what I'm not doing the same way that I used to anymore, and then something that you had a problem with is suddenly, like, just easy.
Yeah, exactly.
But nice run out of that one. What's your PB in noUtility? Because this is sort of your main category now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you could call it a main category. It's 18 minutes.
18 minutes. This was a 21 and something. Did you have a timer running on it?
2027. I have.
Oh, 2027. Okay. So long as you don't put another 20 at the end of that, then you can say that number. But we do not reference the existence of 2-0 twice in a row anymore. Okay, we're just taking a gimme on the whole year. But I thought this was a very good race, and I think Jfred, you performed very admirably here. Don't beat yourself up too much about the run. A 24:07 is a damn fine time. But that being said, we've got another race coming up after our live stream break.
This is also goodbye to Jfred in the tournament, I think.
Oh, that's right. This is our We're getting to the place where people are actually running, and they've run twice, and Jfred, thank you so much for participating with us. I think you had a really good run here today, and you shouldn't be upset about it.
Okay, thank you. And to be fair, even like if you look at the bracket system, I never go past the first column. I lose both my first matches, and I get eliminated before everyone else even starts racing. So
who did you run against in the first race again?
Sarastis.
Mm.
And we were 17 participants, so we're 17 participants. If I hadn't signed up for this tournament, there would have been 16 participants. It would have been a whole lot easier for the bracket system and everything. I feel like the universe is telling me that I shouldn't be here.
How much time did you put into practicing for this?
Pretty much a whole week for 4 hours a day.
And how much better did you get at the game in doing so?
I don't know. I guess.
Well, just reflect on that, because I know most of our participants here have just been like grinding categories that they never played before and trying new things because they didn't know what, category they were going to get in the race and stuff like that. And so I feel like everybody who has participated with this has come out a better runner, and, we're just here having fun anyway. And I think you had a damn good run. Yeah. So, don't feel too bad about it.
I bet if you were to get live split and then start practicing with live split, I bet you'd get a bunch of new PBs if you were to start playing and grinding out some categories right now.
Okay.
So it's very motivating. Try out some live split.
So next race up is Jackson Triximix, and they're going to be doing TruckFlip %? Really? Is that confirmed? Our first TruckFlip %? I don't even know what it's supposed to be. There's flipping trucks. It's a certain ability that allows you to flip a truck or something like that. There's going to be things flying and explosions happening. It's going to be amazing. But if you want to see it, you're going to have to stay tuned with us across a bit of a live stream break as we set up for the next race. So stay tuned. 10 minutes, maybe 12, something like that. But stay with us for the next race, because this is going to be interesting. Our first ever truck flip match. I have no idea what it's going to look like. And neither does AJ, and neither do you. I'm just telling you, you draw us something. You draw us something.
Wait, the former world record holder for truck flip doesn't know what truck flip looks like?
That's right. You don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody's ever seen truck flip before. It's category. We just made it up for this competition to be silly. We'll be back after this break with more Clustertruck Speedrunning Tournament 2021. Don't go anywhere. Pawn not out. Do I press a button? I press that one. I am the Ronin Born, and welcome back to Clustertruck Speedrunning 2021. I'm here with AJ as he shakes the maracas to this incredibly loud... Shut up! Oh my god, that was so loud in my headphones. We ran out of music. I clicked on the first thing I saw, and it's...
Your ears still ringing?
Welcome back to the races. So we're going into our second event for the day now. We've got Jax and Triximix sitting waiting at the runner's blocks here. They're going to be doing what category, AJ?
Well, you're doing TruckFlip, and it's going to be chaotic. It's going to be absolute chaos, this race. And honestly, we don't know who's going to win. We don't know, Ronan. I mean, do you have an idea? Because I don't.
Yeah, we asked the runners while we were setting things up what their confidence level on a 1 to 10 scale was, and the two answers we got back were 1 and 0. So we have no idea how this is going to go. We may extend the time limit for the race to make sure that we get a completion. I think we were just joking about that, but we'll see how it goes when we get this thing started here. So Jax versus Triximix, or Trax versus Jiximix. That doesn't sound right. Don't say it that way. Race timer, let me clear that out for us.
Yes, and also while you're doing that, I'm going to say a little bit of background. I don't know much about Jax, but I do know that he has like around 100 hours in the game, and that's about all I know. But as for Trixie, he was the former noUtility world record holder and had like everything cleared out. And I believe you have a personal history with him too, right? For Trixie?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was really fun back in the day. Trixie and I were trading world records in the ILs back and forth in noUtility percent. I feel like the two of us competing really pushed that category forward. Trixie came up with, something new, and then I'd come up with something new. I believe the noUtility method for maybe 8-10 or something like that. I think that was how I took the world record back, was, putting in a nose grind and noUtility off a truck that you got to slide in between and jump to the end. And then Trixie would come back with a new method. It was really fun, really good. So, yeah, I've really lamented the fact that Trixie kind of retired from competition on the leaderboard. So it's fun to have him in the race here. And I'll be, I don't know what the hell we're going to get out of TruckFlip, but we're going to have a time, and we're going to need a lot of explanation of what this is all about once we get running from AJ, because you used to hold the world record in TruckFlip, is that right?
Yeah, I think I still do, but we're kind of slow on verification right now, so it should be not anymore, but yeah, whatever. Don't talk about verification, don't talk about verification.
Okay, well then, at your leisure, when you're ready, I'm ready, if the runners are ready.
I think so. I think
they better get ready.
To me. All right. Okay, let's do the countdown now. I'm going to start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go!
And the runners are away in TruckFlip percent. So, AJ, what in the hell is TruckFlip percent?
All right. So TruckFlip is this chaotic ability that makes it so that every time you jump, the trucks just do a little flip. Like they spin around. And it's quite chaotic, because what ends up happening is the truck will then start moving forward and push all the rest of your trucks and cause everything to crash. So it's like the RNG of noUtility, but always bad.
It's looking pretty chaotic. We got both runners taken with 30 seconds to get out of 1-3. Good God. Look at this. Just, who am I even watching here? Jax 1-3. Just the trucks are, you getting pushed into a wall instead of being able to move forward. Jesus. So every time you jump, they kick up from like the back is what it looks like, right? So they've got a potential here to throw you forward. But no, it's looking like sometimes they just spin underneath you.
Yeah, they mostly just spin underneath you, honestly. And really, the way to go about this category is to do a pause portable truck boost and just skip the entire level. But both of these runners don't really know how to do that.
Well, I'll tell you what, Triximix is moving into 110 in a minute and 20 seconds here and going to come out with a sub 130. A sub 130 out of, anything is a very good time out of World 1, so Trixie is not being held up too much by these flipping trucks in the way that Jax absolutely is, stuck on 1-6 still. It's going to be like 2.5 minutes best probably for Jax to be able to get out of World 1. What a chaotic world that we've got here. So is it just the truck flip is active, or do they have any other abilities in their pockets in this category?
Well, we do have the portable truck, so that is why you could do the PPTV to skip the level. But yeah, it looks like Trixie's taking it slow after dying multiple times on 2-1. Jeez.
So does the portable truck also flip if you jump off of it?
I think it does. It does, actually. And there's actually one exploit where if you put the portable truck right beside you and, like, flip up on it, it will, like, fling you extremely fast forward. But it's, like, just like a pause whip and speed, but it's too difficult to do, though. Nobody does it in ILs. No one yet, I hope.
I think what we're seeing in this race is Trixie having such a deep acumen in no ability percent, is just dealing with the extra RNG and chaos that's being put in here, but because of that, experience, is moving through with surprisingly good times with all this extra chaos that's going on. Well, Jax is struggling with it. That said, Jax has moved into World 2, and Trixie has slowed down quite a bit trying to move through Forest World. So the gap between these runners is closing up as the run continues. This is going to be really crazy when we get into the later levels, isn't it? We get into World 7 where they start, like, firing trucks at your face and or firing missiles at you, and then firing trucks at your face in World 8. This is just going to be a mess.
Oh, just wait, Ronan. When I first ran this,
whoa!
It was
Jax!
horrible.
Look at what Jax is pulling off here to try and get through. Oh, he drops a portable truck on top of a log in order to save himself a 2-2. Holy crap! I have never watched this category until today. Oh, I'm actually getting lightheaded. Oh, somebody get me an antacid. Oh. So Jax is in 2-5. No, there's 2-4 now, as Trixie is in 2-9. 2-9. Wow. And so there is... I'm definitely immediately seeing that there's some strategy to just don't jump off the truck. Like, if you get to a certain truck, just stay there. A little bit of 9-7 rules. Oh, God, 210. How are you going to get through with the logs that you got to get under if every time you jump off the truck? This would be one of those moments where if you land on the truck, get to the front of the truck, you can ease yourself down onto the cabin of the truck and then just go underneath those logs. Oh my God! It's just cannon of a truck firing forward underneath Triximix.
Honestly, this is cruel, Ronan, because if they had experience in any percent, right? Let's say for 210, right? Trixie right now can just do the portable truck boost. So this is just
turn around, throw a truck at the back wall, and jump there. Oh my God, 210 is apparently just going to be a stopping point here. At least it is for Trixie right now, which has allowed Jax to close the gap to 3 levels. He's in 2-7 right now, fighting through this. Wow. Oh, Trixie is going for the PPTB, or the PTB rather, off the back wall that you were just talking about. Gets him over the logs at least. That looks like that's going to be the hardest thing, is to just clear this log field. So even if you're not familiar with it, yeah, it looks like a good idea to go for. Wow, a lot of speed coming off of that one, just looking for a truck to bounce off of by holding the space bar in case you happen to land on a truck. There's Trixie getting the PTB.
Talking about the spacebar, another thing that makes this unique is, unlike NoMov or any percent, is after you do a portable truck boost, you actually cannot jump or hold jump, because what will happen is it will flip the truck and it will immediately stop all over momentum.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that it makes portable truck boost difficult.
I just can't believe this 210. It just goes on and on. We are 6 minutes through, and Triximix has been stuck on on level 210 for like 2.5-3 minutes now.
This is a marathon.
Oh,
Now they're both on 210.
both on 210. The gap no longer exists between these two runners. How's Jax gonna fare with 210? You know, apparently the person who has a strategy for 210 wins the game in TruckFlip percent. Yes,
Oh,
look, Jax is doing what I was talking about. Run to the front of the truck, just get on the front of it and wait. The thing is, all the time that you're going to spend waiting is time that eventually you're going to get up here and have to jump off of these trucks anyway. Oh, look at Jax's screen! My God, he throws down a portable truck, he keeps it through! He moves to goal, Jax is the first one out of 210! Jesus God! This is insane. Jax is into Winterworld. Trixie is still stuck on 210, minute 17. Slight exaggeration there. Holy crap. That was incredible too. I'm seeing here, again, this is a category that I've not seen before, so I'm seeing the ability to sort of throw a portable truck down almost in mid-air and be able to ride the thing. Trixie trying desperately, he's just like sticking on it. If he gets to a truck that looks safe, he's just gonna sit there and wait and hope for something because this is a mess. We might just see Triximix learn to do the PTP to go direct to goal, the 80% style, just to get out of this.
Jax jumping the truck in midair.
Spinning the truck twice in order to get himself to 3-2. Trixie has made it to the end of 310, just waits it out, moves in, gives us a little spin on the way out to celebrate. We have both runners in Winterworld.
Never seen this level done this way.
Yeah, 3-3.
I don't think Jax knows you can just go to the end.
I love this level, like, played casually, though. This is such a good level. This is one of the ones that I lament the fact that we've got such good skips for it, because you don't get to see all of the, like, feeding through the spinning stuff. And Jax is through 3-3, feeding through those lovely spinning obstacles.
I've honestly never seen, like, I don't even remember how the level actually works, 3-3. It's been so long.
Yeah, you're intended to just, like, run forward through it and jump, like, through the middle of those giant, spinning, beautiful things. It's just, it's a great-looking level when you play it the way that they designed it to be played. But, of course, we know that you can just get up some speed, jump out to the left, and go straight to the end of the goal.
I'm actually playing the game. Oh, and we're soft positions again.
Yep. Trixie is pulled ahead into 3-6 now. Jax is having a little bit of trouble here on, is this 3-3? I think it's 3-3 or 3-4. Finally got,
3-4.
He's making he's connecting with the ice pillar here. So our method is you wait a little bit from here, get up some speed, jump forward, and then this ice pillar that slides on semi-random movement. You've got to time your connection with that, slam your face into it, then turn around and jump off of that pillar to push yourself into goal. 3-9 should be a massive nightmare, shouldn't it? Based on what we saw in 210 with all of these logs and all of the spinning of the trucks. It looks like Trixie's got a pretty good method going on here, though. If you're jumping just before the trucks, get underneath the log, then the truck is going to spin and stay behind you and not go forward and mess with the front trucks that you need to run and land on. Jax has finally gotten out of 3-4 there and is trying to take the fall on 3-5, but 3-10 for Trixie. 3-10 is a nasty level no matter what you're dealing with, and the added RNG of the trucks spinning, and also the fact that if you do go slow in this level, it just gets harder and harder and harder. The RNG here is designed so that it turns into more and more of a mess. And the obstacles at the end, these spinning rings, are so close together that it's just very difficult to move through there casually or with speedrunner routing. But yeah, I think Trixie has now realized that he's going to have a better chance if he keeps some speed through it. So I think we're going to see him trying to rush through the early level here so they can get to the front before the RNG makes a huge mess of it at the sort of choke point that exists in 210. 3-10.
3-3-5. Now we'll see. Will Jax catch up to Trixie's? And Trixie's 310. It's kind of like a pattern right here, right? If this actually continues like this, Jax catches up, while Trixie gets stuck in a level.
Every time we get to the end of a world, like 310, 210, 410, 510. Like, Trixie's ahead by 6 levels. Oh, we're at the end of the level. Now, now Jax is in the lead. No, Trixie has managed to make it out of 310 finally and move into Laser World. And get some fortunate RNG coming through there. I could see those lasers just giving you hell while you're also trying to play with these spinning trucks from underneath you. They really shouldn't call it truck flip percent because it looks a lot more like truck spin percent, you know? If the ability that you turn on here had been titled truck spin, I think it'd be more appropriate. And it looks like Jax has cleared 3-7.
So spin's like horizontal, flip is like, I don't know, forward, and then what's the other one? What's the other axis? I feel like there's one more. There's spin, flip, and then, yeah. Do you get where I'm going with this?
Yeah, pitch, roll, and yaw. In terms of axes of rotation.
And
so
we have
flip would be a pitch.
Spin,
roll would be a spin, and the other would be a yaw, whatever the other is. There's not even another word for yaw, is there? That's why they called it yaw. They're like, what the hell do we call that? I don't know, yaw, I'm going home. And they're like, yaw, okay, we'll go with that.
By the way, Jack's going for the portable truck boost on 3.9. I think it's possible, but I think it's so ridiculously hard, it's not even worth it. I may have done it, I'm not sure. Like, because again, you can't hold space on the portable truck boost, and that means you don't get enough air, making it hard to beat the level of a portable truck boost on 3.9.
I see. He's managed to push through it anyway and get into 310. Curious to see how long it takes him to deal with the 310 RNG here. Well, the trucks are spinning from underneath him. Triximix stuck here for maybe a minute and a half. See how long it takes Jax to come up with a method to get through 310. As Trixie moves into, I believe it's 4.5? 4.6. Moving into 4.6, now into 4.7. No. Yeah, 4.7. God, I'm so confused. You know, I've only been running this game for like 2-3 years. So it's hard to actually remember what level is what level. I love seeing them just like take the flip and rotate off of the same truck. Just, yep, rotate the truck, then jump off it again. Oh. Man, this would be so much better if you also had levitation, but I presume the truck flip percent option is on the same side of the utilities. Is that correct?
The abilities, like levitation, yeah. Which is interesting. I actually would have thought TruckFlip would be a utility. But its utility is that it makes you screw up on all levels.
Yeah, for anyone really unfamiliar with the game, the intended playthrough, when you're not speedrunning or something like that, would have you start the game with no abilities, and then as you play through, you get points by getting airtime and clearing levels quickly, and then you use those points to buy various abilities. And the abilities are split into 2 categories, utilities and abilities, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we've got a no utility and a no ability percent where
so close.
where we exclusively limit ourselves to one side or the other of that combo there.
No way. Did you see that with Trixie? Did you see what happened to Trixie?
No.
He like everything went to like absolute hell. And then like one truck was left over. He landed on that one truck and it just like took a long turnaround and went to the goal.
Jax is now just sitting. Has he been doing this long? Because this could be a good tactic if he could just like tuck himself into a truck that's up there and just wait it out. Wait for that truck to get to the end. It'll be very RNG dependent if he does. Ooh, loving this movement. Sitting on the front of it, move back, Jax, so that you don't get pushed off of it, because if it bumps another truck, you get pushed off the back of this. Oh, he's got a movement. No. Damn it. Whoa. Damn it.
Whoa. We're seeing a pause portable truck boost from Trixie.
Okay, and as you're saying, you can't hold the jump button here, so he's not going to get as much as you'd usually get out of these?
Yeah. Oh, this is very weird. He's kind of doing like a more horizontal one, which has a side effect that may send you to space. May. But yeah, a late
There
jump
we go.
Oh,
Lots of ups off of that PTB. And clearing out 4-9 coming into 4-10. Based on what's happened to the race so far, we should see Triximix stuck here for 2-3 minutes, and Jax will close the entire game.
but looks like 310 is giving them struggle.
Yeah. Yeah, Jax is
honestly,
having as much trouble with 310 as Trixie had with 210.
Honestly, if these runners just learned the PPTV, they could skip all of these problems. I'm just saying this right now. They can skip the entire level.
All right, Trixie's moving through 5-1 with some speed. We're going to see a lot more sort of conventional movement. The game's going to pick up a lot on Trixie's side because we've got so many levels that are just a straight row of trucks that he can move quickly across, and so whatever spin is going on, he should be able to keep mostly behind him as he moves forward. Oh, but Jax has finally gotten out of 310. Congratulations, Jax. Welcome to Laser World. Good God, some of these levels are just impossible. They put things too close, too many obstacles next to you, and give you a bunch of RNG. I could imagine 210 and 310 being like some of the hardest levels in the game until we reach World 8 anyway.
Ronan, actually, if you didn't notice this already, we actually skipped 4-5 in this category. At least for now, we skip 4-5. We just don't play it.
I
It's too
saw
hard.
Triximix pop out and pop into 4-6. But I was gonna make a comment about that when you stopped talking, but I forgot entirely. Is he cheating? So you skip 4-5, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking of changing that rule since.
Hold up. Oh. Wait a second. My audio is falling apart.
Oh.
I've fixed it. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Wait, what was I going on? Okay, so I was actually thinking of changing the rule about 4 or 5 because we do have the pause portable truck boost, which makes the level kind of possible now, and all the more recent runs are doing 4 or 5, like the really really good ones, and so I think we might force people to do 4 or 5 because it's kind of not in I guess the spirit of speedrunning to skip a level just because it's hard, you know?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually, it's pretty cool that the leaderboards would do that with a level that was just viciously impossible. We will see 4-5 again here on Jax's screen when he gets up to it, but what we're talking about is the laser anus world, the one where there's just rings of lasers that you have to pass through, and I presume the reason why it's skipped is, oh, nice save by Trixie, but it's not enough, and he takes a reset anyway, is that you have to take these jumps off of these trucks in order to move through those tight gaps in between the lasers, and with the spin, I presume it's just next to impossible.
Yeah, because you take that jump and then all the trucks you need to jump to just die. So, not good. It's not a fun level, at least if you have to do it. I mean, I think when I was trying the level, legit, using TruckFlip without skipping it, I think I spent 20 minutes, maybe 30, and I got it once. And it was barely. Very barely. So, it's basically impossible.
Pulling the PTB on 510, which is one of the easier PTBs, but can still be a little bit tricky, especially if you're not familiar with it. Looks like he's just going to go for a casual movement now. Again, with the kind of speed that Trixie can come up with, being a highly seasoned noUtility runner, a lot of the spin and the effects of it hitting the trucks that are forward can be just negated by moving real fast. But this is interesting, seeing Trixie wait all the way back here. Why? Because if he jumps forward, that truck's going to spin and throw all of the rest of the trucks away. I see also, watching Trixie move through World 5 there, I see the potential in this category for a lot of strategies where you just ignore the trucks, just don't use them, because World 5 has a lot of backups in noUtility where you actually just jump to the obstacles and use them to get out of it. So in any level that gave you a little bit of difficulty, it seems like a good backup to just move on to the flamethrowers or jump to the A-frames and climb them so that you don't have to deal with trucks spinning, because at least the obstacle isn't going to do a 360 underneath your feet. God, I love this, just these straight rows of trucks, seeing Jfred in Laser World just spin the truck and then, you know, jump back down on the spinning truck. It's so pretty. It's like ballet. It's Clustertruck ballet is what we're watching. Oh, that's so nice. What a 4-4. So this is 4-5, and Jax loads up 4-6. One of the fastest clears I've ever seen of 4-5 there. That was like 1.6 seconds.
Pretty impressive. Oh.
And Trixie into 6-3. Oh. God, I just don't know which screen to watch. It's just everything's a mess. Everything's interesting. Everything's chaotic.
I love how sometimes they'll go against the side of a truck, right? And then the truck will just spin around to eat the player. You know, just watch and you'll see sometimes that'll happen. It's great. Oh,
wow. Yeah, Jfred sort of like grinding in for, you know, what looks like a mega jump setup, and then it just rotates around him. I see exactly what you're talking about there. Oh, he didn't have another portable truck to throw out, but we could see him trying.
By the way, we're talking about Jax here, just, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, just all the trucks are gone? Wow, this is so chaotic, it's really hard to pick who to watch. But mainly for me, it's Jax right now, because it's just so interesting to see how do you deal with this mess that comes up with it.
The lasers are cutting all of your hairs off right now.
Trixie's gonna throw a portable truck down and misses it. My God, there's just, yeah, I can't stay looking at one screen for too long because everything's too crazy. All right, Jax is moving through. Looks like he's got a good run going here. If he could just get a little bit lucky on the last couple of trucks. Oh, he hits the wall on 4-6 again. Getting tied up on 4-6 for a very long time here. Is it fair to say this is still anyone's game? I just can't imagine like, what's gonna happen, like, World 7 and World 8 more so. World 8 has a lot of the features of World 3, you know, just a lot of obstacles in it that you're gonna have to deal with. I'm thinking 8-10, the you know, swinging back, you gotta wait for the gears to cycle through while the trucks are trying to go under a thing. I could see you getting stuck there for ages. And the pipes at the end of 8-10, too.
We may see the greatest comeback in history. we may.
Triximix now into World 7, looking for the magnet to throw him up so he doesn't have to deal with actually landing on any of these trucks anymore. So up and over, is he going to land the second magnet and jump in, or is he going to try and go straight to goal on this? He's going for the straight to goal, but this looks short to me. Oh, but he's got the portable truck. It was a little bit short.
Oh, Jax, come on.
Oh, almost out of 4-6 on that for Jax. Come on, 4-6, get out of this man's way. Let him go. Okay, just sit it, Jax. Don't go in. No, don't even take a jump. All right, he's through 4-6. Ah. And Trixie, meanwhile, has gone back to the conventional routing for 7-1, just trying to fall down through here and land a truck. Having a little bit of trouble scrubbing off the momentum and speed. Momentum is very interesting in Clustertruck. You know, we get so used to using it to go forward. When you need to take it off, when you need to stop, it has a lot of power, and it can be very hard to negate the energy that you've made up. See, we see Trixie there turning around because it's easier to stop your momentum if you're going forward. You just don't make as much force if you just pull back on it. So as, you know, the speedrunners, we get so much energy moving forward on a level that it's kind of hard if you need to stop yourself.
There are no stopping allowed.
Oh, is he going to make it? Oh, thank God for the portable truck. Trixie dropping it just at the end of 7-1 in order to clear it out. Ah, and Jax, having just struggled so long with 4-6, comes into the much more difficult but similar 4-7 and is going to have to face all of the same obstacles but more so. Is it possible to get, AJ, like a PPTB from the back of this level to try and go up and over it with TruckFlip %?
Oh, pretty much every level can be skipped using the PPTB. It's just learning it is the problem.
Okay, this is interesting. Trixie is sticking with that truck for a long time.
Oh
God!
Oh.
And then he throws down the portable truck, it corkscrews and destroys every truck that he could have landed on. What a brilliant category we've got here.
Oh.
He's going for the PTB now, off of the wall. If he can get enough energy from this, he can go up and over the rings that are ahead and just fly all the way straight to goal. But the World 7 PTBs are very hard to pull off, very hard to figure out what kind of distance you need from the wall in the first place. And then when you do get a hit, it's very difficult to get enough hit to be able to go over. Oh man, I'm watching Trixie right there and I'm thinking, maybe you just jump over because he was so high and above it. Maybe you just jump forward on the outside of the level there instead of trying to wait for it. Ooh, this is a hard stopping point for Trixie right now. I don't know if he's got a good plan for getting through here, and there's no way for him to reach those trucks unless he rides one truck down.
Man. If only, imagine how different this race would be if one person just learned even a little bit of the pause portable truck boost. Because I'm sure you maybe get it after 10 tries, but it's better than spending 10 tries after 20 seconds or something.
Yeah, it's looking like we weren't actually joking as much as I might have thought when we were saying might have to change the rules for the contest here so that you have more than 45 minutes to complete the run in TruckFlip %, because one runner is, still in the first half of World 7, while the other one is in the middle of World 4, and we're coming up on minute 30 of this race. TruckFlip %. We might have to ban this category for the sake of the races. My God.
Wait, no, Rowan, you can't ban it because I'm good at it.
Well, and I think it makes for just an absolutely brilliant and exciting run to watch, too. I mean, this is just chaos squared, cubed even. Whatever, is there a word to the next power? Pented?
Tetrid?
Tetris? I
don't know. Squared?
Oh,
wait, no.
Man. I feel like Jax was a pretty deep way into 4-7 off of that last attempt before he died. Is he getting anywhere with this level, though? I mean, so much of the deaths are just going to be taken at the beginning. Ooh, Trixie has finally made it through 7-3 while I was looking at Jax. It's just that kind of race. You look over from one to the other and everything happens. So I presume in this level on Trixie's screen in Sci-Fi World, he's just going to try and get a whole bunch of speed and then throw out a portable truck at the end and land it and go in.
He just got pushed forward by one of the trucks and got sent straight to the goal. That's lucky.
No need for the PT or for the portable truck to come out as a landing here. Moving very cleanly and easily through the missiles that were being fired at his face, and lucks out with that truck not hitting the forward truck. Because if it had, then this level was over. Time for a hard reset. Now, the jump to get down here. He lands this truck, takes the jump, keeps the speed, gets to this one, and he's out of 7-5 as well. Yeah, it looks like if you don't know the PTBs in this category and the PPTBs in this category, then your best friend is going to be speed, followed by just sitting on a truck that's near the end and waiting. But if you can get the speed, then you can keep the trucks behind you and the mess that's coming up behind you. Trixie now falling, using the casual strat. There, just barely manages to miss the edges of that level or the edges of that fall. And if you do fall early, as he was, you have to steer very carefully to catch the goal, because it will be somewhat behind you. The intended method for that level actually has you going a lot later than the speedrunners tend to do it.
All right, look at Jax. Okay, Jax is just like dancing on the trucks. I don't know, like hoping that they just dance to the end of the level. I don't understand what's happening right now.
Oh, this is very interesting. Oh, movement, but the friggin' lasers, man. How do you do this level without just PT being over it, PPT being over it? Trixie managed to get out somehow. Jax will do it eventually.
seriously, like he was like just on the start of the level, just jumping on the same truck over and over. I don't, hoping that it like builds up enough height and speed that it reaches the end. I don't get it. Maybe. See, he's doing it. Look at that. I don't think it's a good strategy. Oh,
Trixie throwing the truck down underneath him into the blower, and then it fires it up, and then he jumps off of it, giving it a wicked spin.
Don't jump.
Don't jump. Yeah. Oh my God! He got sniped. The level threw it. Oh, that's so cool. But it's gonna hit all the trucks he needs to land on. Okay, thank God it exploded on the truck that he found. This is just such a crazy level. Crazy category. I can't commentate it.
I'm kind of thinking that the reason why the trucks will flip and go forward is because you're moving forward. So actually, if you jump without moving forward, the trucks might not kill the rest of your trucks. Just thinking about it.
Is that what Jax is abusing right here? Oh my God, Jax! Yeah, he makes it out of 4-7! Thank friggin' God! It was only about 6-7 minutes in 4-7 for Jax there. Good Lord, this category. But I think that's what Jax was trying to do. That's how you figured it out, right? You're like, why is he doing that? But like, doesn't have any of his own speed, so when he jumps, it spins, but it doesn't have its own forward velocity. Interesting tactic to try and deal with otherwise impossible levels.
Jax was scaring me for a second there because he was doing like a portable truck boost, and I was like, wait, that doesn't exist. What do you mean? No, please don't tell me I have to integrate a new one.
And Trixie, experimenting now with the any % method of a PTB to the end of this level. Yeah, this could be another hard stopping point, huh? Because this is an incredibly difficult level in no ability %, where you don't have anything to work with, which is basically what he's running with right now is no ability. You just gotta find a truck that hopefully gets all the way to goal, doesn't get swept by any of these pillars. He has found a good truck that is complete RNG, whether or not you find that right truck. And Trixie moves out into 7-10. Wow, what do you do on... Well... It's all, okay, that's what you do. The backup. Just stay in midair. Jax, meanwhile, just ran out of trucks, so he's just going to try and jump between the dead truck bodies. Oh, Jax, it was such a good idea. I would have loved to see him finish that off. It looked like he still had a route if he would have just chosen to be slow. Yeah. Just dancing on top of these spinning trucks. The Clustertruck ballet under the laser gets the spin and moves to goal through 4-8. Good God. I don't care how you do or don't do in these races. If you manage to get to the end of TruckFlip %, you deserve a hug or something. This is brilliant.
8-3.
So, yeah, 8-3, a very difficult level to start with. Looks like Triximix is using the strategy of trying to wait to jump off of the trucks when they are stuck underneath one of these pipes, so that they won't spin forward and destroy the trucks ahead of them.
Perfect.
So jumping now. See, and that's going to be very tricky. I was just thinking that as he was doing it, because the timing on that jump to get between those two pipes is earlier than you would want to in, trying to leave it behind the pipe. So he might have to just, go ahead and take the risk when he gets to that and go now. He doesn't. Yeah, that's going to be tricky. I think he's going to have to, realize, all right, I'm just going to have to deal with the spinning truck. Or try and go for one of the hardest PTBs in the entire game.
I don't think it's actually possible to do it without a jump. It's I think because even without levitation, doing this even with a jump is basically impossible. So yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Is all my money on that because I've tried.
Meanwhile, Jax is in 410, ready to move into Medieval World. He's been stuck in Laser World for, God, 15, 20. I've lost all sense of time, honestly. All right, Trixie at the end of 8-10. Damn it! Run? Or not 8-10, 8-3. 36 minutes into this run, and 4 worlds between these runners. What a category. Oh!
It's the time.
Jax throwing that truck down at just the wrong distance away. There you go. Saves himself with the portable truck, but yeah, you've got these spinning mountains on 410. All right, Triximix coming to the end of this. He's got the right timing on the jump finally. He's out of 8-3. Okay. 8-4 now. We've got trucks that are going to fire at your face.
Jax.
But if he just gets the speed and keeps moving... Ooh, Jax has made it through 410. He's into Medieval World. Finally. Moving out of that world, and I feel like Medieval's going to be a lot easier than Laser World was.
I hope so. I hope so.
Trixie getting shot in the face with a truck on 8-12. It's 8-4, Pawn.
Isn't it still March? No, never mind.
That's a nice little method at Trixie on the end of 8-4, dropping that portable truck and then spinning it into the goal. And Trixie's using the PTB methods for the levels where you can get away with that. Now, what you're saying is that without the jump button, it's much harder to get to the end using these methods. But it can get you something, right? This level might be next to impossible using the PTB. I believe I've seen you do it, AJ.
Oh, the PTB
without assistance from, you know... Yeah, the PPTB off of the back wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
The sans levitation.
I actually kind of wonder, I actually pause portable truck boost in this level. Like, against the wall to beat it in TruckFlip. I don't remember. But that might be my strategy, because doing a normal portable truck boost is like near impossible without that jump.
This is so weird. Triximix is landing on all of these trucks front first. So he's catching them on the wheels as opposed to the tops of them, which is the way that you tend to go for it. Is there a reason that he's doing it that way that you're aware of, AJ, or you think it's just maybe what he's more familiar with?
Well, okay, if you look at it, right, when he does that, the trucks are only spinning kind of in place. And so he doesn't like get kicked forward or something like that by jumping more on the back of the truck. At least that's what it kind of looks like. Maybe I'm wrong.
Holy crap!
I think it would have made it. If he kept going, he would have made it.
Yeah, that level goal cube does extend below the level. What are we doing here? Just a dance of trucks here. Off of that one. Oh, no, there's no way to get through on that. Yeah, I wonder if it is, I look at him struggling with this level and wonder if he waited a little bit longer and landed on the fronts of them instead of the wheels. Like, is this how you do this level? Off of the wheels instead of the tops when you're in TruckFlip?
I'm gonna go check how I do this level. Well, I'm pretty sure I skipped this level because I think it's a pain. So, let me go check what I do.
He tried landing some of them on the backs of them, and they were sort of spinning around him. He gets a little kick from the one behind him to push him forward, manages to connect with the second truck and close that level. My God, what a chaotic category. You gotta rely on trucks coming up from behind you to nudge you into the goal? Meanwhile, Jax is in... Oh, no, he's not. I'm confused about which levels. Just the timing of this whole world. I can't keep up with...
Jax is dancing in the same truck? Oh.
Land it, Jax. Jax landing the truck that he threw down to save himself in the first place. Oh my God, look at the kind of speed that he got. I think a truck came from behind him and kicked him a little bit faster in order to push him through the level on that one.
Oh.
Wow, nice. Look at these late game... I think that was a first pass clear for 5-8 for Jax as well. Crazy methods coming out.
By the way, I did the research on that 8-6 on that one level that Trixie was on for a while. I actually do a portable truck boost, but I barely make it. So, it's not easy. But it's possible. Oh, man. Trixie going for a portable truck boost.
Jax is crushing crushing the end of World 5 here. He blasted through 5.7, 5.8, and 5.9 at a very good pace that we haven't seen for a minute with Jax. You know, I mean, after struggling through Laser World, first half of Medieval took him for a ride as well. But up to 5.10, he was, you know, first trying and first 3 trying. Very nice.
It's funny because in any other category, first three tries to beat a level, disgusting. It needs to be first try.
Oh, Jax! He's at the end of 5.10. No! He's at the end of 5.10. If he would have risked it and jumped off of the front of the truck, he might have gotten hit by a popper and gone to goal. I know it's dangerous when you get the truck flip there, but waiting for those poppers to come up from underneath the truck that you're on has never been a really viable method. Meanwhile, Triximix has somehow managed to clear out of 8.10. That was a level that I was like, he's going to be there for a while when he gets there, and I feel like I didn't even get a chance to see him really trying at it, and he's already moving through 9.1 and into 9.2.
Oh.
Beautiful clear on 5.10 for Jax there. And now we've got trucks that do not spin when you jump off of them for Triximix in Hell because they're not real trucks. They're part of the scenery.
Imposters.
Which is usually, you know, it's difficult to work with that level because you assume that if you stick to a truck and move on them in certain ways that you'll get certain behaviors. In this case, because all the trucks keep spinning underneath you, maybe the first time that it's been of benefit that those aren't real trucks. So Jackson 6.1 as Trixie is in 9.3 and gonna try for a PTB to try and get through this level. I could imagine being on this level for a very long time in this truck flip percent because you've got the crucifixes that are knocking the trucks around in the first place, giving you a whole bunch of RNG, and then every time you jump off of one, it sends another truck flying at trucks that you need ahead. But it looks like Trixie has found a way through. If he can just jump at the right time, has to break his left shoulder on a swinging crucifix to get it done, but he manages to push through and get out of 9.3 into 9.4. Spinning log level. Again, this is going to be a place where just keeping the speed is going to be your best bet so that the truck's spin doesn't undermine what you're trying to do through the level. Whoa, look at the speed boost that Trixie just took off of that truck in 9.5 there. I'm not exactly sure where that came from or why he got it, but he got it. And he's out of 9.5 in a single pass. Into 9.6 to climb this hill now. I feel like these levels aren't going to be too problematic for Trixie because they are straight rows of trucks, and so long as he can get the speed that he likes, then he can use basically noUtility strats.
I don't want to put some fear, but 9.7, how are they going to beat this level?
Oh, that'll be fine. I don't. Why would 9.7 be problematic at all? Oh my God, he's actually moving through. He's just going with incredible speed. Ooh, he needs to be ready on that PTB. If he hadn't thrown it already, and I don't think he did, or not the PTB, but just the portable truck generally, because he could have saved himself on that one.
Jax.
Yeah.
Party in the truck, party in the truck.
All right.
I love Jack. Oh, party in the truck, Trixie, no.
There we go. There we go. Trixie dropping that portable truck in order to save himself. If he can move through to this one, there wouldn't have been any way safely to connect with it. He would have had to nose grind it, and then it would have started spinning. He was pretty much dead no matter what he did there. 9.7. I mean, it's still 9.7. It's just a little bit harder.
Spicy 9.7. My head feels light. What about you?
Yeah, a little bit. Little bit. So Trixie just holding on this truck. The lava's going to be coming up, but now he's got a good, thick cluster of trucks. Oh, that's why they call it that. Good, thick cluster of trucks at the end. Still, 9.7 just took the life away. This is so hard. Basically, he's just got to keep moving with like as much speed as he possibly can and hope that there's a truck forward when he gets there. Looking good for clearing out 9.7.
Nice.
Trixie into 9.8, just 46 minutes into this run. Out to the left,
What?
avoid that spinning
What?
pentagram. Back to the right.
So Jack, on the 6-7, you know where the level where you fall off to the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for Ancient, at the very end, he threw a portable truck at like the cage, and then he used the portable truck to like launch himself to the goal because he wasn't gonna make it. It was the most jankiest thing ever. You should see. You should look back at the footage and see it. It was ridiculous.
Somebody clip that for us in a highlight.
Like, what the heck?
Trixie into the last level before the last level, 9-9, waiting for these trucks to get forward to the end of the chain before he makes the jump. This level is going to be problematic because he has to wait so long to take that jump safely, because unlike what we usually see in the speedrun, he's actually going to have to deal with these trucks that are falling down from above him. But no, he moves so fast even though he waits for so long that he's right through 9-9, coming into 9-10, and is there a method other than the conventional routing for this level? Can you PPTB to get to the top of Cluster Satan?
I wonder though if you can make it normally too. Is my question. Is that possible?
Yeah, if he can get onto Satan, then those trucks aren't real. Those trucks won't spin. So, as many attempts as it may take in order to get through here to get to the front truck without it being disturbed.
Okay.
Once he gets into the sequence on the arm, it should just be a normal climb from here. So he's going to cross the gap. He's going to move across here slowly and carefully, hopefully. Don't want to waste. See, there's the slipping, the sliding off. He almost lost footing. Yeah, he's holding spacebar too much. Trixie, slow down. Do some bunny hops, man. Oh, God, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Line it up.
The portable truck right next to the...
Boom! And he's got it. 42-second clear on that one, and Trixie clears TruckFlip percent in just 48 minutes or so. As meanwhile, Jfred is in World 6 of 9.
Jax. To be fair, Jax did some crazy stuff, but I really think the big problem here was that laser. Spent way too much time in laser. Way too much time.
Yeah, that was 4-7, right? I mean, he had a lot of time on 4-6 as well, but 4-7 was the one that took most of the time from him. I think considering how long this category is and how far away from the end that we are, I think we're going to have to enforce the 45-minute rule for Jax here and call this run, because at the end of World 6, we've got the 3 longest levels of the game ahead of us, and Jax is like, yes, thank you. For the love of God, please, put me out of my misery. This is just an incredible category to run.
Okay.
I want to see him finish World 6, though. I want to see him finish World 6 here.
Alright.
So he touches down on the truck, spins, jumps, falls through, boom. And into World 7. Yes, sigh some relief, Jax. We're going to have to work hard to get his attention because he's muted and deafened and all sorts of things, and it's a race. But we'll see if we can't get through to him.
I undeafened him. Hey, Jax.
Jax, are you with us?
It's been a while.
Well, if you can hear us, we're going to call it. We're going to call it on this. My God, a 50-minute race so far. Trixie just got out in 48 minutes, and you've got the longest 3 worlds still ahead of you. Hell of a category, this.
I unmuted them. Maybe.
So welcome back with us, gentlemen. What a game, what a category. How do you guys feel about this run? Jfred, first off, that time spent in Laser World, 4-6 and then 4-7 back-to-back, just holding you there for, God, I don't know how long.
Pawn, you've been very close this entire run, but the name's Jax.
Have I not been saying Jax? What have I been saying?
No, you've been saying Jfred.
I've been saying Jfred the whole time? Jesus, God.
You've been stuck in the last race.
How did you let me do that?
I tried to
commentator.
I tried to correct you.
He did.
You gotta be more forceful. You
Okay,
shouldn't
next
both have a
time.
J at the beginning of your name, damn it.
Dude, good job,
We call
Trix.
you Lord.
Oh, dude.
Thanks.
Trix, oh my fucking
Good-
god, that was so sick. Some of the shit you pulled off. Holy fuck, man.
How do you know? I
I've been
didn't know
having the
anything.
stream on the side.
Oh yeah. I didn't watch the stream, so I was like blindfolded, just focus on my game and playing. And oh boy, 210 and 310 were absolutely terrifying. And 7.5 or 7.6, I can't remember. Some of those levels are really insane with TruckFlip, especially if you can't pull out PPTBs and PTBs.
Well, that 210 and 310 really held you back, Trixie.
Yeah.
Just trying to get past those logs, you know? Look like, you know, it's good strategy with like a lot of the later levels. I see like when you come to logs or pipes, you're trying to like jump in such a way that you leave them spinning behind the pipe. But 210, 310, it's already a mess in the first place and there's nowhere to leave them.
Yeah. I tried my best with these levels and with all the levels, but yeah, sometimes you have your strategy and your backup strategy and backup strategy, but none of them works. So it's a bit frustrating, and then you also don't have.
How much practice did both of you put into this category when it came up in the
list? Go for it, Jax. Explain.
Well, I can tell you that you you had the least training. I literally saw all this training, and that was like 20 minutes before the run. Trix is just a fucking beast, man. There's no way around it. Like, he's really good.
But not Jfred. How much practice did you have?
Well, I've been on and off for a week. Most training I had was yesterday, I believe, or maybe the day before. But you guys were talking about momentum, right? So the thing is, the truck moves forward anyway. So if you keep boosting on the truck, you can fly.
Oh, okay. So you keep like jumping it and it spins a little bit more and spins a little bit more.
Oh
and
shit!
If you can
Sorry.
Get a few after it goes.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to do when I kept jumping on the same truck on Laser World.
Yeah, I just didn't think it was gonna work out.
I've done it once, and then I just flew across the whole map.
Yeah, and I suppose after that many minutes stuck on that level, those levels were difficult for both of you to push through. I mean, it's a lot of lasers, and then you've got the trucks in a straight row going straight through. So you jump off of one of them, and basically you've just dominoed your entire path to goal away.
Yeah, 4-7 is pretty much luck based, or in my opinion at least, because most of the time you just can't pass the first lasers, and if you do, all the trucks are fucked, and it's really hard to just get back on a truck that is going toward the goal and not in any other direction, and just wait, be patient, and then jump through the goal. But yeah, really luck based.
Just want to point out here too that what we have in this race is the former noAtility % world record holder clearing a category of Clustertruck for the win in the race in 48 minutes. It's the nature of this category.
May I point out, versus a guy that has like 100 hours?
I mean, you're doing pretty good until about laser, honestly. That's
okay, so I gotta be honest, I thought I was gonna be stuck behind for way longer, but then I saw how you were stuck on 210. And I managed to overtake you for like 2 levels.
Yeah.
And that was probably the greatest feeling I've had playing this game.
But that's deserved, boy. That's deserved. Honestly, my 210 was not so bad.
Yeah, you definitely need any % experience to run this quickly for the PTBs and stuff. That's
yeah.
I don't know how this category is going to look going forward. Just if it gets randomly drawn, from runners that just aren't ready for it. Like we could be here for an hour and a half waiting for one person to win.
Oh yeah.
I did manage to get some PTBs right, but most of them were fails. I guess my 8-9 PTB was correct, but most of them were just me trying to replicate what I see other when other players play the game, but I mostly never practiced them myself, so it was a bit wacky.
Jax, I have one more question for you from AJ, because he's been trying to ask a question. I keep talking.
Okay, yeah. So it doesn't matter. So Jax, so Noah actually was wondering, are you holding sprint when you're playing? Oh, okay,
yes,
okay. Maybe it's like your FOV or something, or I don't know.
Oh yeah, I have 110 FOV.
Oh, okay.
I have 103.
Oh, okay. So also in general, if you will ever have to run this category again, right? I think it's just very important to make sure that you have the PPTB, just like the portable truck stuff, down.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, also Jax, people in the chat were very certain that you weren't holding sprint, like at all. Like you're holding shift, right, or W?
Yeah, I was holding shift.
Okay. Yeah, you tricked everyone, I guess.
Well, Jax, Trixie, and Jfred, thank you. Thank you for the runs today, and Noahkra as well. I was just throwing that in because I kept saying that. But I think that brings us to the end of this live stream. 2 hours. That's actually a pretty good. We managed to keep it within the estimated length of the live stream, despite the fact that the second race took 48 minutes to find a winner, which is 3 minutes over our 45-minute limitation on when we were just going to call the races. We're going to have some different rules when it comes to TruckFlip percent. But yeah, that brings us to the end of this live stream, the end of race day number 5. So this is Trixie and Jax. This is both of your first runs in the competition, correct? So Jax, you move on to the lower bracket, and Trixie moves on to round 3 of the upper. And we're going to start seeing some more interesting. I'm interested to, get into this part of the bracketing system where we start getting lower bracket and upper bracket runs more frequently and start seeing eventually them merge together, that sort of a thing.
So I just want to say, even though I have Snakeathon as my number 1 pick, I really hope you do really well, Trix.
Yeah, thank you, and you too.
And on that note, thanks everybody for coming out. We'll see you back here next weekend, right? Or have we got races already scheduled for certain days?
I don't think we do, but it's probably going to be next weekend, Saturday or Sunday, one of those days. Probably Sunday. I've had to guess.
Make sure and check out the challenge.com leaderboards to see what's coming up. And if you're in the Clustertruck Speedrunners Discord, you can get a notification there when we've got all the scheduling worked out.
Wait, why did I have 92% chance of people think I was going to win?
I think your name sounds like an any percent runner is why.
No, but I'm a noAtility runner.
Yeah, but you sound like an any percent runner.
Oh, okay,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to get out of here. Thanks everybody for coming out. I'm going to play some music, and we will see you at the next race next weekend. Good night, folks. Pulling out.
No, I think it's that one.